Hello there. I'm Jennifer Walters. I'm going to be your attorney. I hope that we can start this relationship off on a positive note. Of course. Now I do see that some of your information was already sent over to us, but since you're a new client, I'd like to hear some of the facts and your point of view straight from you and not the paperwork. How does that sound? Of course. So, first of all, can you confirm your name for me? Don't want to represent the wrong person now, do I? Perfect. Thought as much. And what's the email that you prefer to be contacted by? Good. That's the one we have. Do you prefer most things digital, or do you want me to put a physical mailing address on your paperwork as well? Okay. Okay. Now, why don't you start from the beginning and tell me in your own words what exactly happened to result in this lawsuit? Okay. I do remember seeing some of those documents. Did they ever send you over an estimated damages? Okay, yes, monetary value. Okay. Okay. Understood. Right. So you were the primary witness to this, correct? Okay. But they're trying to put the blame on you. I saw that. Now, like I said, I do want to get all of what you saw, what you witnessed, straight from you. We do have other evidence that is going to be backing up your case, though, so I do not want you to worry. I want you to keep those in mind. I'll tell you about that in a little bit later. Let's finish here. So, you saw most of it then. What time of day was that? Okay. Yeah, I understand. It is frustrating that they are trying to put all the blame on you just because of who you are. I get it. Okay. But we're going to pull up witnesses and some of that other evidence to support your claims. So keep that in mind. I got your back. Okay. Yep, go ahead. Okay. Now, did you film anything with your camera, tablet, anything? Okay. No, that's all right. One of the things we do have is surveillance footage, so don't worry. Well, it looks as if the suit is really coming from someone within the city and not the private residence, which is a little bit ridiculous, but yeah. It seems as if you're a regular at that location. Well, they were very kind about you when I talked to them, so don't worry about that. It's definitely not them trying to pit everyone against you. It seems like there's a grudge within the city limits somewhere, and we're gonna kick that out. No, absolutely unconstitutional and unfair for that type of behavior when we have evidence and witnesses that state it wasn't even you. You're just at the wrong place at the wrong time, my friend. Exactly. Okay, so we have the owner of the establishment. Perfect. And don't worry, I don't even need you to give me that information. They already contacted on your behalf. You have a lot of great friends on your side for this particular case. I'm not even the least bit concerned. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Let me just look here. Okay. Now I do have to ask, have you pissed off anybody in the city recently? Mostly a city worker, someone that could be an inside, that is really pushing this through, because really, from what I'm seeing, they don't got a lot of evidence to back them up. So these claims are really out of left field. Ah, okay. When was that? Okay. And you, I think I saw your previous, yeah, you paid back for those damages. I understand. It was out of your control. You were still learning. I get it. I mean, I had lunch today, so you don't have to worry about me hulking out. But I get it. It is uncontrollable for some people, especially when you're first given those abilities, right? Okay, so they're going to try and bring that up. I guarantee they're going to try and bring that up to the case that because you had this incident, what, 5, 6 years ago, that it of course was you this time. Don't worry, that is all water under the bridge. That was completely completed. It's a bit ridiculous them trying to bring that up. Maybe they're still holding on to something that didn't go their way back in the day. But as I said, it's a fresh case. We have so many witnesses on your side, both physical evidence, people as witnesses, and then we have this surveillance footage that should be one and done of itself, shows that it wasn't you. I understand. It can be a little nerve-wracking with people in our situation. Yes, others do not always listen and immediately want to point the fingers. And I'm sorry that has happened to you. Okay, so is there anything else you want me to know from that day's events? Okay. Okay, I think we have them on a witness list. Yep. Yep, no worries. I'm ahead of the game for you. Okay. Has there been threats to yourself or your family? Unacceptable. Did they leave their name on these supposed threats? Idiots. Okay, I'm sorry. That was unprofessional, but come on, if you're gonna threaten someone, maybe don't use caller ID. Alright, so that's gonna go to the judge on a separate matter. It's not even gonna go into your favor for this particular suit. It's going to go for harassment charges on their part. Oh, absolutely. We're not letting that slide. Completely unacceptable. Okay. Good. So, very important, if possible, if you and your loved ones can avoid any contact with any of these people. Especially the ones that are trying to intimidate you in any way, shape, or form. If they contact you again, you immediately call me. Do not answer the phone, text message, email, anything of the sort. If by chance you run into them in person, take out your phone and immediately start recording. Just pay them no mind. Try and walk away if you can. If they try and resist that, if they try to get in your way, really please just record everything so that we can have it on record, and it will just go to that harassment. Okay. Well, some people never learned common decency in preschool, and it very much shows in adults these days, doesn't it? Not to worry, those of us that are intelligent and have common sense and human decency are here and have your back. Okay, good. Okay. Do you feel like safe in your home? Do we need to relocate you or anything? Okay, so it's just the minor threats, yeah. Okay. Well, you're gonna let me know if anything else occurs. Even if a call or a text comes from a number that you haven't already given us, their known number, morons, document it and let me know. I don't care if it's an unknown number or if it's an out-of-state number, any of that, you will immediately call the office, let me know. Perfect. No, not to worry. I know that I was really hired on for this particular case because of the lawsuit and the whole incident that happened, but this harassment is unacceptable and it's going to be dealt with. Absolutely. That's what I'm here for. Okay. Good. Nope, that's completely acceptable too. If you have any questions, comments, concerns for me at any point, pick up the phone, email, any of that. Well, I'm not just here as your lawyer. I would like to give you some sort of sense of calm, sense of well-being during a very stressful time. I know that there is a lot of all eyes on you, and unfortunately that is just how it is for people like us. I know it's not always fair, but so far you have been holding yourself in a great standard. You have so many people on your side. I don't want you to worry. This case is going to be very simple, and if anything, you're going to leave from it with a little bit of extra benefits. Okay, good. Now, we are just about done here with, your questions. I just really wanted to hear it from you. You can type it up, you can write it out, but it's always a little bit of different communication when I'm hearing your first-hand events, And then, of course, you mentioned the other things that I definitely would like to document and run through, so I do appreciate you coming in today. Good. So if you feel like your safety or well-being changes, please immediately let me know. I do understand that you can take care of yourself. I see that. We usually do take care of ourselves, don't we? Exactly, but doesn't matter. You're my client. I want you to be well taken care of, especially in kind of a tense situation like this one. Okay, good. So mind me just, while I have you here, making sure I have paperwork needed. Oh yeah, has any of this affected your work conditions? Have you still been able to maintain a source of income? Unfortunately, sometimes these type of events can affect that, and people are either let go, fired, etc. for reasons that are not their fault or concern. So has that happened in this situation? Okay, good. That would be a whole other thing, and you would be entitled to past pay, lost pay. So good. I'm glad that that hasn't affected you. Like I said, it really does seem like you have kind of a great village around you. Lots of people care about you. So at a further appointment, we are probably going to go over some questions that they might ask you during the trial. Pretty straightforward. I think we're going to put you on the stand as a last resort. I really don't see it happening because our evidence and witness claims are so strong within this case. I really don't think it's necessary. And as from what I've seen from their side, they don't have any interest in putting you on the stand either, because they don't want to hear the truth, but of course. Yes. Okay. So, you'll be a last resort. I really don't see it happening. I gotcha. So we have all digital, physical witness statements. Yeah. So as I was saying, at a later date we will call you in just for like a practice round of some of the potential questions they could ask you if you were put on the stand, but it's really just to make sure that you are 100%. But like I said, I really don't think that's going to be the case. Good. Okay, well, I think that's all I needed from you today. I do really appreciate you taking the time to come in and have a one-on-one meeting with me. Of course, take a deep breath. I've got you completely handled. There's really nothing to be of concern here. They are completely at fault, and you were just in the wrong place at the wrong time, so remember that if you start to stress out or anything. And I am always available for your phone call, email, etc. Okay. Well, you go out and enjoy that sunshine. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.